present Hello, City of Brooklyn. I'm here at the Brooklyn Police Department, and I'm going to meet the Chief of the Brooklyn Police Department, Officer Milky. We've got a great show planned. We are going to go throughout the Brooklyn Police Department and see the various operations, the booking room, the report room, and the actual jail cell. This is going to be a great show, City of Brooklyn, Friends of Brooklyn. Stay tuned. What a great honor it is to be with Chief Milky, Chief of the Brooklyn Police Department. Chief, it's great to meet you.
Thank you, Mr. Palcisko. Thanks for having me today.
Thank you, Chief. Chief, I'd like to know, how long have you been a police officer?
I've been a police officer here in Brooklyn for 20 years, actually 21 years, since the April of 1995.
Wow. How long have you been the chief?
Since January of 2012, the Honorable Mayor Bellbeer appointed me police chief.
You know, I know you guys are on 24 hours. What is 24-hour in response? What does that mean? If I'm just the average citizen, what's 24-hour in response?
The Brooklyn Police Department is a 24-hour operation. We have dispatchers and jailers here 24 hours a day. Police officers are out on the streets 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We respond to a call at 2 o'clock in the morning just as well as we do at 7 o'clock at night or 7 o'clock in the morning. We take care of everything 24 hours a day here in the city of Brooklyn. If we can't help you, we get the city service department or fire department or somebody else that can, or we make a referral for you 24 hours a day.
So you always have that response immediately.
We're quick. We can get from the northeast corner of our city at Ridge and Dennison to the southwest corner at Brook Park and Chevrolet Boulevard in 4 minutes with our lights and sirens. So it's a quick response, emergency response.
That is amazing. That is amazing. You know, when I was a kid, I always wanted to be a police officer. What would it take to become a Brooklyn police officer? What's the training?
Well, we of course, you have the Basic Police Academy. That's a four-month Basic Police Academy. And then when you come out, you have a 16-week program with our field training officers. You go out, you learn Brooklyn, you learn how our ordinances, how to enforce things like that, how to write our reports. We go through an extensive training. Afterwards, we have emergency driving that we practice, CPR. We're certified in the AED, first aid. We respond to all our fire department calls. So if you need an ambulance in the city of Brooklyn, it's more than likely that a police officer is going to get there first.
Danny, let me ask, is there a test? Is there a test I need to take?
Yeah, there is a civil service procedure, as most cities have. If you decide, we actually have one coming up here in September where the civil service will be giving a test. You have to be a minimum of 21 years old to take the test, high school graduate or GED equivalent, and you can apply to take the test. How you do on the test dictates whether or not we call you or not.
Okay, it's like
the
a
better
list,
you do,
third, fourth, second.
Sure. And we do give extra credit points for being a veteran.
Okay.
For already having your police academy training.
Wow.
And also if you have a college degree.
Okay, you're 21. What would be the cutoff age? Like, I'm 47. Do you think I could apply?
No.
Okay. Simple as that.
You are too old.
A little. Okay.
But 40 years old, we will hire you up till 40 years.
Could I be an auxiliary? Tell me about your auxiliary program.
You certainly can be an auxiliary.
I would love to be an auxiliary.
We appreciate any community member that would like to be an auxiliary here. Our auxiliaries, we have an 18-member auxiliary staff.
18 guys?
18 guys, led by Captain Gary Sundemeyer, who's been with the police department since 1970. The auxiliaries do a lot of extra work for our police department. They'll come in, work the park patrol out in the city park. They do the parades. They'll sit on closed roads for us. Anything else we need them to do, they're more than likely, more than willing to come in and take care of that for us.
Outstanding. Brooklyn's finest, Chief Milky. Several of the officers around the city of Brooklyn on bicycles. What is the bicycle unit?
Well, we've started a bicycle unit back in 2000. I was one of the first bicycle officers for the city of Brooklyn. I truly believe it's an effective tool for the police department to get back out into the community, talk to some of the residents and other community members, especially businesses. We have 8 officers that are assigned bicycles. Throughout the year, they'll patrol the park. They patrol before and after school, during safe routes to school events, bike rodeo. They also hit the shopping centers, look for handicap parking violators, get out and meet the community there, the business owners.
Wow.
I really think the bicycle unit is probably one of our more favorite details for the officers, and the community absolutely loves it.
Especially when the weather's nice.
Sure, sure.
I'm here on one of the Brooklyn Police Department's bicycles. In my mind, I am a police officer. Can you explain this helmet program, Chief Milky?
Sure. We sell brand new bicycle helmets for children, $8 a piece from the Rainbow Babies and Children's Hospital. They're just last year's model, but we got all different sizes. You can come down to the Brooklyn Police Department, ask for a helmet. One of the bicycle officers will fit your child and make sure that it's the appropriate size, and your child is safe for the rest of the summer.
I am in the report department of the Brooklyn Police Department with Officer Brett Dalton.
How you doing?
Badge number 62. I'm doing great. How you doing, officer?
Great.
Book him, Brett.
Sure thing.
I'm here with Officer Dalton. He's going to explain what a report is. Can you explain the report process of the Brooklyn Police Department?
Correct. After an incident takes place, after an arrest is made, we come in here, we have to write a report detailing exactly what we had done. This way, when it goes up into the courts can read everything and understand exactly what we have done.
Now, what are the parts of the report? Is it basically pretty basic, your name, social security number, and the description of what happened?
Correct. Yeah, just basically it's a narrative, on our end, what we experienced, what was said, anything, basically what happened, the who, what, when, where, and how.
So it's like an eyewitness.
Pretty much.
An eyewitness. How many reports do you think you do a day?
A day? It can go anywhere from 2 on up to 6.
Okay,
It all depends on how busy we are, correct?
And then what would be, how would the report go? Would it go from to the chief to the judge? Is there a chain of command where the report would follow?
Correct.
Is there a process?
From our patrolman
Okay.
aspect, goes from patrolman to the sergeant approves it. And once the sergeant approves it, if there's a further investigation needed, it goes to the detective bureau. If not, then it goes to court. If it, directly goes to court, something like that or whatever.
Now, say you have like witnesses that come in at a later date for that report, okay? You wrote the report and there's people that were eyewitnesses. Would you have to amend the report or add on to the report?
You could add their statement into it after the fact.
Excellent. Officer Dalton, I never knew that. This was very informative. Thank you very much, Officer. Can you explain the drop-off box pill program here?
This is a prescription drop-off box if you have any kind of old medications that you no longer need. Maybe a loved one's passed and you have some extra medications that you no longer need or they no longer need. You're welcome to bring it down to the police lobby. It's open 24 hours a day. You could drop the prescription drugs in here. Okay. That way they're not getting into our wastewater. They're not getting into our system again. So the Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Department comes once a week, empties the box. It's a secure box. It's monitored 24 hours a day by video. So it's a safe place to dump your prescription drugs, and they are disposed of properly.
If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. I'm here in the Brooklyn Police Cruiser with Chief Milky. I'm about to be booked, but Chief, I think this is a very cool mobile. Can you tell me about the high-tech system you have, and what's the process of when you take a person like me and put them in the back of this police cruiser?
Mr. Palcisko, usually after you get arrested, you get handcuffed and read your rights.
Okay.
You get patted down and searched for the officer's safety and also for your safety and security. You put into the back of the cruiser, taken back to the police department to be booked. Every cruiser is equipped with some certain standard equipment, that being a radar for traffic enforcement. We also have LiDARs, which is a laser detector, detects speed for cars. And every patrol vehicle that we have also has a radio for communication, not just with our department, but with other departments in the area, Parma Heights, the fire departments. And it's also equipped with a MDT, a mobile data terminal.
Now let me ask you this, Chief. With the radar, right? Is it connected to the mobile data terminal right there?
No. Those are two separate units.
Okay.
The mobile data terminal is basically a computer in the car. It provides a lot of information on criminals. It also has a CAD system attached to it, a computer-aided dispatch. It gives the officer the correct address and the nature of the call. It allows the officer to type reports or to type his disposition on calls into the computer. Look up past reports and past call histories on other addresses. It provides a lot of information for the police officer to do his job.
Officer Mike Palcisko, Corrections Officer. I have a confession. 1980, I know this is the booking room. I stole that Freshen Up gum. It was Freshen Up Spearmint from Cunningham Drugstore. Please book me. It's a citizen's arrest. How would you book me?
All right, well, the first thing we would have to do You're going to have a seat in this chair.
Okay.
This is where we put all our prisoners.
Okay.
Everybody that gets arrested, we put them here. Our system here, this is our booking system.
Can I get up, officer?
Yeah, you can get up and come over here.
Okay.
We put in all your information into the computer. So whatever, we put our dispatchers will enter all your information in here.
My
to start
confession?
with. Well, not your confession, your general information,
Okay.
where you live, your social security number, your date
Birthday.
of birth, all that
Okay.
stuff. They enter it into here, and then I pull up this part, which is the booking part of the system. Then I fill in whatever else is left. You'll give me your height, your weight,
Okay.
your hair color, your religion, all that stuff. We put it in here, and then we have other tabs. This tab shows what we're charging you with. So if we were charging you with theft, we'd put down here the
Gum
theft charge.
Gum theft.
So these are all the charges that we charge you with. This section here is the jail section. If we were to put you in a jail cell here in our jail, we put the jail number down, and then we'd generate a booking number. So that
Okay.
booking number would stay with you
The rest.
for forever in our system.
Would you take a picture of me eventually?
I would also take a picture of you, which is over here on this little tab, media, and with our camera, I'd have you sit back down in this chair.
Okay.
Turn to the left, please. Turn to your right, please.
Whoa.
All right. So now your photo is in our system.
Okay.
Now we also would take your fingerprints.
Now, is it the old type of fingerprinting
No, it's
with
not
the ink?
it's not the old type
Okay.
of fingerprints anymore. We now everything's done electronically. It's digitally scanned.
Okay. How would I put my hands on here, officer?
Well, I would just take your fingers and then it would slowly roll your finger across the pad.
Very simple. Okay.
Yep, and it would show up on our computer, but I'm not having it on there right now because I don't want to put you in our system.
Now, if I'm in your system, and I leave here and I don't show up for court, does this go to every police department in the greater Cleveland area and throughout the United States?
No, it would not. This would go since you've committed a theft
I've committed
offense.
a gum theft.
A theft offense. We would send these fingerprints down to BCI, which is the Bureau of Identification.
Background checks.
Yeah, they get a copy of that, and then they would send it to the FBI, and then you would be on the master FBI system. So then later on, if you had committed another type of crime, say you robbed a bank, and we got your fingerprints, and now your fingerprints are in file, we send it to wherever, now we know that it's
Okay.
you.
And there'd be probably, what is that, a warrant for your arrest?
Well, then our department would issue a warrant for your arrest.
Makes sense. Makes sense. I'm in the Who Scout. Ah, the Who Scout. Oh, I'm in prison. Oh, that gum theft.
All right, do you have any other questions, sir?
No, I know that I'm going to pay the price for stealing that freshen up gum, officer.
Well, in a couple of days you'll go to court. You'll go before our magistrate,
Okay.
and you'll have to plead to him what you can either plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. Not guilty is, of course, you.
I'm guilty, officer.
All right. Well, you can plead guilty to him, and then he'll decide whether you stay in jail longer or he'll give you a fine and then let you go. But you're gonna have to pay for it. That gum.
Well, I believe in the Brooklyn Police Department. I believe in justice. I stole that gum in 1980, and this is the price I'm going to pay, that freshen up gum.
Well, this is our jail cell, and this is it.
I'm sorry, Mom. Chief, I'll tell you, what a great program. What a great police department. This has been an honor to interview Chief Milkey.
It's an honor myself, sir. The famous Mr. Palcisko coming here from Brooklyn 2.0.
Go Brooklyn Police Department. Go police officers throughout the great country of the United States.